Welcome to layered wash painting. Here we have an example of a quick layered wash painting. You can see it's got all one color, it's all black and shades of that. You can use more than one color, but the technique stays the same, where you are watering down and then washing and going from light to dark. If we zoom in here, we're seeing that we're not relying on lines so much as blobs or blocks of color placed in the right spot. And that's what distinguishes painting from drawing. With this technique, you can use acrylic paint, you can use watercolor, and you can actually use ink as well. Even markers kind of work in this way. And you'll see right away I'm getting a bunch of water and just drawing a little bit of black, a tiny little bit of black, mixing that in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to establish with these paintbrush strokes is the area that I'm going to fill. So if you're drawing a tea kettle, if you're drawing a car, if you're drawing a face like me, you can get the general shape or silhouette of it with this light color. And it's a good safety net so that you're not committed to facial features and things. You're slowly working the surface up rather than just jumping in and trying to draw with a paintbrush. You're actually painting. Now with the second layer, it's a little bit darker. I'm placing and landmarking specific things that I want in there, like the nose, eyebrows, hair. And it's important that you just work up slowly. So just make a nice light gray. And I'm thinking about where the shade is, where the shadows, and then also where the highlights are. So I'm working from light to dark, and I'm leaving areas that have light on them, and I'm darkening areas that should have some shadow. Feel free to use a reference photo or paint something from real life. That can always help. Now this third layer is quite dark. So now this is where I'm going to really sharply define specific areas that I think are important or that have a lot of shadow. So including the eyes, eyebrows, hair, around the back of the ear. You can see my light source is coming from the top left because that left side of the face is light and the right side is a little darker. And so again, it's just like blobs. Some of them kind of look like lines a little bit, but they are really just brush strokes. As we get towards the end here, sometimes it's tough to know when to finish, but I would say just keep going until it looks good. You can always come back to it. And even though this video is sped up, it only took 5 minutes to paint. And so you can do as many of these as you want to practice up to get really good. All right, good luck with your project.